All right, let's just dive right in. If your financial life feels a little more like, well, chaos than a well-oiled machine, you are in the right place. We're going to take all that confusion and turn it into a crystal clear, actionable battle plan for your money. Does the world of personal finance sometimes feel like you're stuck in a giant, confusing maze with no way out? You know the destination, financial independence, but it seems like every path you take just leads to another dead end. You run into these massive walls of high-interest credit card debt, and it feels like every payment you make, you're just spinning your wheels. And then, oh yeah, there are these mountains of student loans that kind of feel like they're going to be your roommate for the rest of your life, just holding you back. And on top of all that, there's just this fog of retirement confusion. Am I doing enough? Is my money in the right spot? The questions, they just never seem to end. But what if you had a map? What if you could take every single dollar and give it a specific job, a clear mission? Well, you can, because your money is an army, and it is time to give that army its marching orders. And this right here, this is that map. It's called the Financial Order of Operations. And look, this isn't just a bunch of random tips. It's a proven step-by-step path that tells you exactly what to do with your very next dollar to build serious wealth. So here they are, the 9 steps that are going to guide your journey. We kick things off with the defensive moves, covering your deductibles and grabbing that free employer match. Then we go on offense against debt. Build up a solid emergency fund, and start pouring money into those awesome tax-advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA. But the real goal? It's to get to that wealth-building explosion we call hyperaccumulation before we circle back and clean up any lingering low-interest debt. See how each step builds on the last? It creates this super clear path from total confusion to total freedom. So let's get into the first part of this whole quest, building your financial armor. These first few steps are all about one thing, protecting you from the unexpected, so that one little emergency doesn't turn into a full-blown financial disaster. Now, step 1 is just brilliant because it's not some random number like save $1,000. No, it's a personalized shield. You literally look at your insurance policies, health, auto, home, find the single highest deductible you have, and you save that exact amount. That means your first safety net is perfectly tailored to your real-life risk. And the reason this is so important is that it protects you from making those panicked, desperate decisions. When the car breaks down or a surprise medical bill shows up, you don't have to reach for that 20% interest credit card. You're not going to dig yourself into a deeper hole just to solve one problem. You've already got the cash waiting. All right, next up, you go secure the easiest win on the entire map, your employer 401k match. Seriously, this is a non-negotiable. It's a guaranteed 50 or even 100% return on your money instantly. You will not find a better deal anywhere on planet Earth. It's free money. Okay, so your armor is on. Now it's time for the first big battle, conquering high-interest debt. This is step 3, and you've got 2 killer strategies to choose from. And this really breaks down your choice of weapon perfectly. On one side, you have the debt snowball. Think of this as the psychological approach. You go after the smallest debt first, you knock it out, and you get this quick win that builds momentum. It feels good. On the other side is the debt avalanche. This is the pure math approach. You attack the debt with the highest interest rate first, which over time saves you the most money. There's no wrong answer here. The best method is the one you'll actually stick with. So once that nasty high-interest debt is gone, the whole journey just pivots. We're entering a brand new phase, the ascent. You've built your armor, and now you switch from playing defense to an all-out assault on building wealth. This is where things get really exciting. So this ascent really starts by locking in your 3 to 6 month emergency fund in step 4. Then you move on to maxing out your tax-advantaged accounts in steps 5 and 6. We're talking your Roth IRA and your health savings account, which is this amazing triple tax-advantaged beast. Once those are full, you reach the summit. Step 7, the ultimate goal for anybody who's serious about building wealth, especially in your 20s and 30s, hyperaccumulation. This is where you blow past all the standard advice of saving, 15%. You aim higher. You start by saving a powerful 20% of your gross income. And then you push even further to 25% or more. This is the moment you ignite your army of dollar bills. Saving a quarter of your income puts you on the absolute fast track to making more optional. So what's the treasure at the end of this whole quest? Let's look at that final horizon. What does all this discipline, all this planning, what does it actually get you? Well, following this map lets you progress through these 5 distinct levels of wealth. You go from just being stable, just paying your bills, to having a real strategy. then to feeling truly secure, and ultimately to achieving financial freedom and abundance, which is the point where your money is doing all the heavy lifting for you. So there it is. You have the complete map. The path from financial chaos to total clarity is laid out right in front of you. The only question left is, what's your next move? Look at the 9 steps, find out where you are right now, and just focus on that one single task. That is your mission. Your journey to financial independence starts right now.